so for bronzer, I'm using my favorite Benefit Hoola bronzer. And hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Tamanna. I hope you're doing super great. So in today's video, I'm going to be trying out this super viral blush technique that's all over Instagram. So I've already done this technique before, and I've also have a clip of it on my Instagram. So if you're going to check it out, then go and follow me on Instagram. So yeah, I'm going to be telling you about this viral blush technique, how it works, if it's worth doing, and what are the common mistakes that you guys tend to make, and how to ace that blush technique. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about this technique, then you know the drill. Continue watching. Alright, so I'm going to be really casually talking about the technique and talking about the steps and everything. So the first step is moisturizing, and it's really important to moisturize your face, otherwise the blending won't happen. So you really need to prep your skin well, and today I'm using the Pond's Super Light Gel. You can use any moisturizer you like or that suits your skin. So I really like this moisturizer. It's actually really good for oily skin, especially during summers. It's quite light and works amazingly. So I'm gonna just massage this onto my face. So I'm done with moisturizing and massaging everything onto my face. I really like to, massage my moisturizer nicely so that it's nicely absorbed into my skin and my skin is well prepped and super hydrated. As you can see, I love hydrating my face. Alright, so next step is using a lipstick as a blush before you do your foundation and everything on your bare face. Now let me tell you more about this technique and what it's all about. So this technique involves using all the cream products such as blush, contour and concealer before your foundation, so that you are making kind of a base for the products. Like we usually apply the blush, the contour as as powder products on top of the foundation, and these products tend to fade really quickly. So what this technique is all about is using cream products before your foundation as a base, I would say. So it's more like an improvised technique of using cream products before your foundation so that the products don't fade away, because you're using anyway cream products and you're using it beneath your foundation, and when you apply the foundation, everything is sealed and blended, so nothing's gonna fade out and nothing's gonna happen to your flawless base. Moreover, this technique gives you a very natural and super blended effect, like really airbrush effect, which looks super natural. So that's something I really liked about this technique. So yeah, let us just start with the technique. I'm going to be explaining each and every step and taking you through deeply as I move on with it. So the first step involves using a lipstick as a blush, and preferably a red one. So this is the Wet n Wild lipstick, and this is From My Head to My Toes shade, and this is a very red color. So it's preferred to use a bullet lipstick over a liquid lipstick, because I've seen people using liquid lipsticks too for this, but I will definitely recommend to use a bullet lipstick because it is easily blendable, because liquid lipsticks have more pigment and they are a bit difficult to blend, and we don't want to stain our face. We really want to use a bullet and preferably a creamy lipstick which is easily blendable, so that you don't get those patches which look really weird. So yeah, I'm gonna just start applying the lipstick wherein I would apply my blush. You can also apply it here if you like to apply it on the apples of your cheeks, but I want to ultimately blend this towards here and smudge it. So I'm using the lipstick like that. I'm going to pop some more here. Okay, just like this. And I also would like to use somewhat here, and maybe some on my nose, very less. It looks so funny, I know, but just concentrate on the technique. Alright, and the next step is to blend the blush first before we move for contour and concealer. So I'm going to start blending this. So make sure you blend this nicely. As I told you, I was going to blend this towards here so it looks naturally done and more blended. Don't be afraid of the pigment or anything. Everything's going to get blended in nicely. Take your time with the blending because blending is really crucial for this. And I'm blending the nose. And you need to be a bit quick with blending this because the product starts to settle in. So make sure you are a bit quick with this. Okay, so this is how the blended blush looks like. You need to take some time with blending. So this is how the blended thing looks. Don't be afraid, everything's going to look normal and natural later on. Now the next step is to use a concealer. Alright, so you have to use a concealer that is really matching to your skin tone, and I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, one of my favorite concealers ever. And I'm gonna start applying the concealer under my eyes. Be a little bit more generous when you're applying the concealer. So this is to correct the blusher, and I also apply concealer here. Just do it like you normally would. Okay, so this is the areas of concealer. Okay, now we're gonna move to contour. All right, so for this technique, cream contour products are preferred. I don't really have a cream contour product, but I do have a darker foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay in the shade True Caramel, and this is a very dark foundation like for my shade, so it's gonna work amazingly as a cream contour. So I'm just taking some of the product on this brush I have. So I'm gonna use it where I would contour, which is here and my jawline. As you can see, you have to be a bit quick in this because you don't want the product to settle, otherwise it's going to be difficult to blend this. I'm adding some more here, and that's all. Alright, so we're not done here. You don't have to blend everything yet. You just have to use your normal foundation, the foundation that is very matching to your skin tone, and pop it on your face. So we are going to take the foundation on top. You can use it like you normally would. Okay, and now I'm taking another beauty blender, like a clean beauty blender. I'm going to start blending this on top. You can increase or decrease the foundation amount as per your wish, but can you see how beautifully this is going to look after? Also, another tip is to use a foundation that has some coverage. Don't use a very light coverage foundation, otherwise the trick won't work. You really need a foundation that has a good coverage so everything is nicely blended in. Okay, so blending is the key here. You really need to blend everything nicely. So this is how my base is looking so far. The trick in here is to blend. Blending is the key of this technique. As you can see, we've blended everything really nicely. As you can see, the blush looks super natural and really nicely blended too, as you can see. Can you see how natural this is looking? And I've not even used any product yet on top of the foundation. It looks super natural and super nicely blended. And this is how it looks. You can see this is the blush and this is the contour. We did. It looks really nicely blended on both the sides. This is the contour and this is the blush. It looks very natural. The product settled a bit on these sides because I took a while to blend those, so it's important to be quick in this technique, but never mind, it doesn't look that bad. I can even use a bit of more foundation to blend that even more, but I feel it looks fine, doesn't look bad. And it looks like this, looks super naturally blended and really pretty. I really like this technique. Now what I like to do is use a highlighting concealer on top of this because it even makes it look better. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 15 light as a highlighting concealer, and I'm going to use it under my eyes and on my lids. You can also use it here to highlight your face. And to blend this, I'm using this concealer brush from PAC. Now you can see how my base is looking. It's looking super natural and super pretty. I really like this technique. It's so good. It's definitely worth giving a try. You should really know how to make this technique work. Don't use a liquid lipstick, use a bullet creamy blendable lipstick. Use a coverage foundation. Don't use a dewy foundation or a very natural and light foundation. Use a foundation that has some coverage, because then only it's gonna be able to blend everything and balance everything. So this is how my base is looking. Now the next step is to setting the concealer area. I've not setted my face. I don't like to set my face because it's already nicely blended that you don't even need to set your face, because everything is so nicely and beautifully blended that you don't even need it. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me compact powder just to set my under eyes and my eyelids, so to avoid the concealer from creasing. And that's practically it. I'm gonna just finish off doing the rest of my makeup off camera so I save up some time and you don't get bored, obviously. So yeah, that's all about the base makeup. I've just set it up the eye area just because it's gonna crease. So that's it. A bit here when I've applied concealer. And that's all. You can see that's my final result. That's the base. That looks super pretty. So I'm just going to finish off doing the rest of my makeup and come back. Alright, so I'm back with completing the rest of my makeup. I'm just left with bronzer and highlighter. I really wanted to do it on camera so you can see. I've not done anything else to my base. I've just done my eyes, my eyebrows and my lips. Although I'm hitting my brows because it's locked down here and I've not got the chance to get them threaded and it's looking so jungly. Kindly ignore these brows. So for bronzer, I'm using the Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is one of my favorite bronzers, and I'm just going to take some of it and start here. I've not setted my face with anything, so this is how it's looking. I've not applied anything else on top. You can see the foundation has settled a bit and the blush has, shown a bit of more pigment because the foundation has settled onto the face, and this is how the end result is looking. So far, I'm loving it. You can even apply more of the powder blush on top, so you will get eventually better pigmentation. But I think it's just enough, and this won't fade off, which is the best thing, because powder blushes tend to fade away quite quickly, and the best part about this technique is that the blush won't fade away. So it looks really nicely blended. You can't see any harsh lines or anything. The face looks so blended and so beautiful. I tell you, you need to try this technique, but make sure you use the right products and use them in the right way, so to avoid looking like a red velvet cake. So make sure you follow the steps and use the right products for this technique, and you will end up getting this result, which is such a beautiful, flawless base, and I've been loving this technique. I've also been using it for my party makeups and stuff, but I've just used this technique twice before filming this video, so I was really impressed and I had to show you this technique, guys. So that's why I decided to film it here for you, and this is how it looks. It looks so it. So now let's move with highlighter. This is the end step and we are done with this. I'm using the Face Forward highlighter stick by Sugar in the shade Champion. This is one of the few products I really like from Sugar Cosmetics. Otherwise, Sugar Cosmetics products are quite a bit of disappointment to me. I didn't like their foundation or any other product. So their liquid lipsticks are also very drying, so I'm not a fan of Sugar Cosmetics, but I really like their highlighter stick and their translucent powder. These are some of the products that have really like met my expectations. So I really like these products from Sugar, the only ones I've liked so far. So you can see the highlighter also looks really natural. This is the end step. As you can see, I've just applied a really tiny amount and I've just tapped it a few times and it's already blended. So that's why I really like their highlighter stick. So this is the final thing. I'm just applying some highlighter here. And that's the thing. That's all for today's makeup, and I'm super impressed with this technique. I will highly recommend you guys to try it out. It's definitely worth giving a try. You have the results in front of you. It's so beautiful. I love this technique so much. So I hope you guys will try out this technique, and if you do, then let me know how it went with you down in the comments below. And I would actually love to know how it went with you, and if you did try out this technique and how did you feel about it. Even if it was good or bad, just let me know down in the comments below. I would love to read those comments and read about your overall experience. And yeah, that's all about this video. Thank you so much for watching till here. See you in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe and stay at home. Love you all. See you in my next video. Bye.